The factors that make me more stressed.
Parents and just family in general.
Financial factors.
Being the president of a student organization.
Balance everything that's going on.
I just have too many things going on at the same time. I want to care, but the thing I care about the most is graduating. I'm really bad at dealing with stress. When I'm really stressed out and I have too many things to do, I do nothing. For me, it's always a time crunch because I need that time to digest that I'm stressed, I guess. I don't know. I had so many things to do last week, and I spent a whole day, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm really not. I'm too stressed out. I'm too young to be this stressed out. I was like, nah.
I think I deal with stress in a lot of different ways. I do go to the counseling center to deal with anxiety that a lot of my stressors have caused. I feel like a lot of the stresses that are coming onto me right now are things that I can't really put into the school box or the financial box. I'm understanding what microaggressions against me as a Black person, as a woman, as a queer individual, as a person who has this intersection of identities.
Healthy ways of coping with stress would be finding somebody that you can talk to and spend time with. And so whether that's for you as a friend, a mentor, an instructor, a counselor, somebody on campus that's just safe to go to, just talking through your problems and getting another perspective can be really helpful.
A lot of people change the way that they interact with me as soon as I say, oh, I'm the president of Pride Alliance. I feel really stressed out a lot of the time because Pride is a huge part of my life. I go to meetings twice a week for Pride specifically. It takes up, I'd say Pride alone takes up at least 6 hours of my week, and most of my close friends I've met through Pride.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out, and happy birthday, Pride.
My role in BSU is being the president, so as far as that right now, we're not where we need to be. So usually where the president should be a figurehead. Your vice president is really the one who's supposed to have to, do all of the actual legwork. But the way that it's worked out is that I'm actually doing all the legwork. But I conduct the meetings, schedule the GBMs and who's going to sign up for them and making sure that we have that. I have a control of our bank account. We're having a lot of problems with our ANS funds, so I have to figure that out. Anything that goes wrong, it's my job to fix it. With BSU, I'm doing that because I first came as a freshman and I joined BSU, and then I met so many people, and then I learned how to step, and they were just so nice to me, and they made me feel like a part of the family.
I work catering, so my hours are kind of sporadic. So I try to get about 20 hours a week, but every so often I can only get 16 hours a week. And at 20 hours a week, I make enough to pay rent and buy groceries. But if I'm consistently not making 20 hours a week, then I'm kind of in trouble. Tuition was due October 31st, so I paid it, but I had rent due on November 1st. And a combination of tuition and rent, it was really stressful because of late banking. I got a late fee right now that I can't really afford to pay.
I work every day. I usually have 1 day off a week. That's 25 hours just for on 50, not including the 10, usually more, that I work for CSI. So usually I end up working anywhere from 35 hours a week.
It is about 11 o'clock. I am at work still.
I am a Bulls Night Out director for the Center for Student Involvement at USF. What I do is I come up with the idea, contact the vendors, figure out what we're having at the event.
On the upside, this event was super successful. There are about 400 people there.
My title at On 50 is resident director. So I plan all the events that the property has. I make the calendar, organize everything. I'm a supervisor to the CAs, and I do all this while also watching the office, doing regular office jobs, being customer service representative. It's a lot.
It seems as though she mostly internalizes it, bottles it up. In a one-on-one conversation or with anyone else she's close with, she'll start ranting about the things that stress her out. As a friend, I'm just a listener. If she has any problems, if she has any issues that she wants to talk about, I just listen, let her talk it out, just as long as she gets it off her chest.
I think she tries to take on the world. She wants to do so much. Just sometimes you can't do everything. She's usually sometimes she's really bubbly and really happy and really excited about things. And when she's stressed, she's just is kind of reserved. Sometimes she just kind of shuts down. Then I think it kind of all comes at her at once.
If you're a student and you're feeling really stressed, take one day at a time, take breaks, have a little bit of fun, keep focused on your goals for the future, and keep it simple.
It may not always seem like it. It may seem like everything's falling apart, but you're doing a good job.
To other college students that are stressed, my biggest thing is that I know you feel like this may be the end of your world or the beginning of your whole world or something like that. What are you, 21, 20, 19? You have an entire life.
It's okay to be stressed, and it's okay to be angry that you're stressed. It's okay to feel strong, and it's okay to feel like you're not strong enough. Take it one day at a time and be aware of what you need yourself.
You don't have to have your entire life figured out by the time you're 21.